Yo, what's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are diving into the world of future house music and learning how to create a banger just like Brooks and Mesto.
And we hope you enjoyed it.
If you're ready to bring some serious energy to your tracks, stick around because this is going to be epic. So here is the little preview of the final result. So, first thing first, let's talk about the foundation of our track, the melody and the bass line. Start by crafting a catchy melody that's both energetic and memorable. Use a minor scale to add that unique future house vibe. Once you have your melody, it's time to create the bass line. The bass line should complement your melody, providing a solid foundation. Make sure it's punchy and dynamic. Play around with different rhythms and octaves to find the perfect fit. So now we have the foundation, let's start the real business.
Okay, let's go.
Step 1. Choosing the right kick. In future house, the kick is the backbone of your track.
My back!
You want something punchy and tight. I'm using this kick. It's got the sharp attack and the solid low end. Just what we need. Add claps on the second and the fourth beats to give it a classic future house rhythm. Finally, sprinkle in some hi-hats and percussions to keep the energy high. And don't forget to add some downlifters and crashers. Step 2. Designing the bass line. The bass in future house is what makes people move. We are looking for something groovy and powerful, so sub bass. For the effects, EQ to cut the high frequencies, OTT for compression, little bit of distortion through camel crusher, again in EQ to cut the high frequencies, some more distortion through decapitator, then again in EQ to cut the high frequencies, and a kickstart for a side chain. Sub bass without effect. Sub bass with effect. The mid bass. Layers. And for the effects, EQ to cut the sub bass frequencies because we have a separate sub bass, camel crusher for distortion, then OTT for compression, and EQ to cut the low end frequencies and to reduce some high end frequencies, then a kickstart for side chain. Mid bass without effect. Mid bass with effect. So our bass all together sound like this. Step 3. The chords. Let's lay down some chords that really lift the track. It's all about finding the perfect harmony. Layers. And for the effects, camel crusher for distortion, then OTT for compression, some more distortion through decapitator, then again an OTT for compression, then an EQ to shape the sound and cut the low end frequencies. Stereo shaper to make the chord wider, Rudy filter for automation stuff, and kickstart for side chain. Chords without effect. Chords with effect. Now we have to add a bright and punchy lead synth that cuts through the mix. Layering different synths will give your track that rich, full sound. So this is the main lead layer. Layers. For the effects, distortion through wave shaper, OTT for compression, EQ to cut the low end frequencies and to reduce some high end frequencies, camel crusher for distortion, then again EQ to cut the low end frequencies and to reduce some high end frequencies, then again distortion through decapitator, then EQ to shape the sound, then fresh air, a reverb for reverb automation, Rudy filter for automation stuffs, and a kickstart for side chain. Leads without effect. Leads with effect. Then I added this high layer. Layers. Then I exported this layer and added these effects. EQ to shape the sound, sausage fattener, OTT for compression, EQ to shape the sound, and a Fruity filter for automation stuff. And I also added this plug layer. Then this whistle lead layer. Layers. For the effects, EQ to cut the low end frequencies, OTT for compression, then again EQ to shape the sound, then a stereo shaper to make it wide, kickstart for sidechain. The lead altogether sounds like this. Now we have to add movement and interest to the lead by automating parameters such as filter cutoffs, reverb mix and pitch bends. So now the ear candy stuff. So Brooks always layered his bass with some growl effects. With bass it sounds like this. And then I added a harmony lead like this. So in the main lead we are playing B, A, D note, but a harmony lead which is playing G, F sharp and B. So it's acting like a chord and giving a bit more emotion to the track. Then for the transition I added this synth. Layers. Then we have this chord. Then this Reese bass. For the intro, I started with a groovy bass line that sets the vibe right from the get-go. Then I added some atmospheric stuff and layered it with some punchy kick to drive the energy. Moving into the verse, we keep the groovy bass line and the Reese bass intact, but to keep the song evolving and prevent it from sounding boring, I added some hi-hats and claps. This helps to build up the rhythm and keep the listeners engaged. Next up, the build-up. This is where we crank up the excitement. I added some drop elements and used a low-pass filter to gradually introduce them, creating a sense of anticipation. Build-up drums, risers and downlifters all work together to drive the energy higher and higher until we reach the drop. And there you have it. By following these steps, you'll be able to create a future house track that's sure to get people moving. Remember, it's all about layering and keeping the energy high. And if you want to get your hands on the exact project file I use in this tutorial, you're in luck. For just $4, you can get over 60 high quality samples including 2 perfect bass house kicks and some ambient loops from my upcoming sample pack. You'll also get all the presets used in this project and many more other stuffs to help you create your own future house banger. It's an incredible value for everything you are getting. So click the link in the description below to grab your copy now. Thanks for watching. If you found this tutorial helpful, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. And let's check out the final result.